Welcome to Huntington Bank Stadium, home to the Minnesota Golden Gophers. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Boston College Eagles. The Golden Gophers will get us started with the opening kickoff. Looking for those opens. And the ball is loose on the return. Recovered by the kicking team.
Very rarely do you have a play on defense when you've got 30 yards head of steam built up to come make a collision. On kickoff and kickoff return, you do. And a lot of times you see big sticks and fumbles happen as a result.
Offense in a bunch formation. To the air, it's Ncaa. He's got it. And that completion good for a short game, but they still have some work to do to pick up the first down. Guys, let's talk just for a minute about Minnesota. They've climbed into the top 15, reached a little bit of a checkpoint, haven't they? Playoff is 12 teams. But it's right about this range that people start... And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Golden Gophers! They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. The offense did exactly what it needed to do, getting the ball in field position like that.
It's that killer mentality. You step on their throat, you keep your foot down. When you get opportunities like that, they are golden chances to put touchdowns on the board. The offense took care of business.
So Boston College's offense will have its first possession of the game. As we take a quick look at the impact players for today's game, what players did you guys look to for motivation to make an impact during your playing days, Jesse?
Well, it was the guys we relied on each and every week. We came into the season expecting these types of guys to be our biggest weapons, and every week those were the guys that had to deliver for us in order to have success.
And it's just fun to have those guys that are consistent. Like, they lead by example, then they start to learn their voice and lead the team. But every week, guys that you can count on. They punch the clock, and they're hard workers.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense on balance? Because they are a good one.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down.
And, man, that's impressive because I feel like this QB, he knew it, Reese. Like, he knew exactly where he needed to get to. He drops back. He wants to pass the football, but he's like, I got plenty of space to get the first down with a little extra, makes that decision, and gets the first down.
He'll do it himself. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch.
Oh, he makes the play. It's intercepted. Didn't get a ton on the return, but the most important thing, he got the ball, and they've got it at the 48.
QBs have to understand, when I'm throwing against zones, I got to manipulate guys with my eyes. I might have to look one direction to create an opening, to throw that ball or slip that ball in. I got to use touch. It's really hard when all
throws toward the end zone. Oh, he dropped it, and what a missed opportunity early in this football game.
What a play by the defender there, guys. In his own end zone, the offense has taken a shot, and if that defender was just one step behind, that would have been a touchdown. But the hit forces the incompletion.
Trying to move them on the counter. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Got his man downfield. They'll move the chains. Good execution on 3rd down. They've got it at the 41. And the Golden Gophers getting set on 1st and 10.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
They'll run play action. Keeps looking downfield. Complete to the right. And he's ridden to the ground, but there's also a flag down. Let's check the call. A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Might be changing the route. Back to pass. It's Ncaa. Unloads to the wideout. Wide open downfield. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Golden Gophers are moving quickly down the field. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And what you talk about on defense is speed, is penetration, getting in the backfield, making something happen. And you could tell they got in there so quick, the offense couldn't recover, couldn't do anything with them. Nice job getting the tackle for loss.
The give to the running back from the shotgun. Tough run, gets it into the red zone, and they've knocked him down at the 17. And the Golden Gophers have moved it inside the 20. They'll go to the air. Going to try to pop one on the screen. He gives them a fresh set of downs, and this one will be 1st and goal from the 6. New set of downs right on the doorstep for this offense.
And there you go. You see, you don't have to throw bombs to get big plays in the passing game. Just screen it to your running back. As soon as he catches it, he gets upfield. And how about the downfield blocking by these linemen and the wide receivers as they rip off that explosive play.
Now on 2nd and goal. We reached the break. It's Minnesota holding the lead. And we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. Back to throw, it's Ncaa. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down.
2nd and goal, no dice for this offense. If I'm on offense right now, I'm thinking about who are my mismatches? Who are my big bodies out wide that I can throw them the football and they can make a play over top of somebody?
Looking for the touchdown on 3rd and goal. Here's a hit.
Really nice job by the defense that time. 3rd down, they're expecting pass, but they also know that this quarterback is dangerous when he wants to scramble. And it was almost as if they were expecting that. They were able to get to him, get him down. It now sets up 4th down. And you don't see the defense sprinting off the field just yet, guys. They're not sure. With this guy's scrambling ability, they may try to go for this.
All they need is a field goal to make it a 2-score game, but they are going for the jugular and the touchdown here on 4th and goal. He'll keep it on the sneak. He's not going to get there. Stopped short on 4th down. Boston College sending the offense back onto the field. And the Golden Eagles are backed up. They can feel the shadow of their own goalpost and trying to create some room. Couldn't find any way to get out of the end zone, and they get him for a safety. And they'll set up for the free kick from their own 20.
Oh, and how about this defense? Understanding where they are in the field. They got a chance to put points on the board, and they do.
Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. These last couple of drives, Jesse, have been about the defense making clutch stand.
I think for this offense, they can stay aggressive knowing that their defense is going to bail them out time and time again here.
Yeah, and especially when you go for those fourth down situations, you do that a lot of times because you know your defense can make stands, make stops. They did on that last possession.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Leaves it with the back. They'll give him 4 on that one. It's 3rd and 6. Trying to pick up a first down. To the air. It's Lindsey. Looking down the middle. Just a hair too much on it from this big-armed sophomore quarterback. The Golden Gophers send out the punt unit. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Gets off his first one of the day. He was called on 5 times in the victory last week. Coverage team does a good job and touches it dead. No return on this one.
And the punter pulling out his pitching wedge on that. Look at the spin on this ball. It just died as soon as it hit the ground. Beautiful job.
They'll see if they can find some running room on the right here. And they didn't pick up any extra room to operate, but they at least got it back to the original line of scrimmage. Now facing 2nd and 10 from their own 1 and hoping to avoid a disaster. Give to the running back. Nice move to pick up yardage. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup.
They have just not been able to get this guy into a rhythm so far in this game. I know it's still the first half, but there's been nothing going for him like you just saw in that last run. He's an outstanding talent. You may have to start thinking about throwing him the football, getting him out in the perimeter in space to let him go to work. He's got to touch the ball for you to come back in this game. Right now, running it, though, very difficult.
Sometimes avoiding disaster is the best thing. The punter just gets it out of there. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown their last possession. You've got to be able to turn the page and see this as a brand new opportunity to go get points.
Yeah, and your defense has set you up for in a position to get points right away. Now, let's get this offense back rolling again, create some momentum, just get a few first downs, and I'm in scoring position.
Time to change now on 2nd and long. Quarterback on the keeper. A pickup of 8 now to convert this 3rd and 2.
And you're seeing his dynamic ability to run the football, that time on the option play. I know he doesn't pick up the first down, but that's still a good chunk of yardage, and the defense wasn't ready for it. Moving forward, expect the offense to go back to the option play again and see if someone will finally take the quarterback and force him to pitch it.
Got it in the middle. It's Sanders. Working their way closer and closer. A 3rd down conversion, and they've got it at the 26. And the Golden Gophers have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to pass. It's Lindsey. Catch in the middle. It's Sanders. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
Well, you know who's got to love this offense picking up so many first downs? It's their own defense. David, I know you love playing on teams with great offenses.
The Golden Gophers are moving quickly down the field. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Looking to throw on 1st down. Into the house. Touchdown, Minnesota! They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here in this Week 11 performance. And the extra point extends the lead to 16. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Johnson. Nothing wrong with the touchback, and they wish they had one right now, but he stopped at the 9-yard line. BC has the ball back, hoping for a party in the mods. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Got it in the middle, it's Harris. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
And quarterback, receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
They'll move the wide receiver. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. They'll line up for a second down play. Back to pass. Here comes the heat. And the quarterback goes down all the way back at his 4-yard line. Quick timeout by the defense here, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
Man, and that was a drive to forget right there. Like, they wanted to create some space, get out of their own end zone, and maybe flip the field, but that offense got nothing going, and they're going to have to punt from their own end zone.
Sometimes avoiding disaster is the best thing. The punter just gets it out of there. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Breaks into the open. Brought down at the 38. It's a pickup of 10 and a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Quarterback may change this route. To the air, it's Lindsey. Not in lockstep there with the receiver. So now it's 2nd and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Wants to throw it. And as he throws, for the 3rd straight play, the pass falls incomplete. And the Golden Gophers will call on their punt team. That last punt basically flipped the field. They'd like to do it again. Not going to get a chance to field that one, and the punt will bounce out of bounds. BC has it back, and the Eagle offense returns to the field. Running out of time here in the 1st half, and they do have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And so you got to locate your best players and get them the football on this drive. You're down in the game. There's obviously a lot of football left, David, but on this drive, in this 2-minute situation, best players got to touch the ball.
And this could get into pressing mode, right? Like you go into the half down a couple of scores, it starts to, the pressure really, really mounts. Good opportunity to take some of that pressure off, get some momentum, energize this squad going into halftime.
Takes the easy throw in the flat. The defense calls the timeout. Their 2nd of the day as they try to get their act together. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. Complete downfield. Brought down at the 31. It is a 1st down. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Harris.
When these wide receivers work the middle of the field, so much of this is feel. Understanding where the holes are in the zone or understanding how to get leverage on a man. And these wide receivers are dangerous nowadays because they do it so fast and see that so quick and make those plays over the middle.
He's open on the right. Stop is made at the 44, but it's a 15-yard gain and a 1st down. The offense burns its 3rd and final timeout of the half. Looking downfield on 1st down. With the catch, it's Moore. He gets it down to the 36 before being knocked out of bounds.
I'll tell you, I know they're losing the game. It's only the first half, but this offense, obviously, they've spent some time practicing 2-minute throughout the week. You can see they're really in rhythm, they're really in focus, and they're attacking the right areas of the field in order to try to maintain as much clock as possible.
Trying to burn this defensive back. Give him 6. Touchdown, Boston College!
And I'm not going to say that was a must-score, but that was a must-score. And this offense delivers right before the half. Everything's starting to pick up. Hopefully, now you build some momentum. You cut it to a 2-score game. Got to build on this momentum in the second half.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Dropping back, it's Ncaa. Gets it to him on the screen. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Can't make the connection, incomplete pass, and 1 second remains.
Well, the linebacker's playing zone coverage, and he's just watching the QB's eyes to see where he's going to go with the football, and the eyes take him to the ball. He's able to swat it away. Great play on defense.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Pocket breaking down. The pass falls incomplete, and that's how we'll finish this half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Guys, tough to beat the pageantry and tradition there in Minneapolis.
It's all teed up. Boston College will kick to start this third quarter. And here's the return. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Catch in the middle, it's Walsh.
As a tight end, if you're going to be good in the passing game, you've got to be able to feel the windows when defenses play zone coverage. He did a really good job of that right there. He didn't rush, he didn't hurry, he took his time, found the soft spot, and gave his quarterback an easy place to throw the football.
Under fire. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
Tackle behind the line of scrimmage, and what a big third down stop by this defense. The Golden Gophers will try to pin them back with the punt. Might have thought he'd want to try to pick up a few yards there, but he's content with making the fair catch right around the 35-yard line. Boston College sending the offense back onto the field. The give to the tailback. Turning it on! Got enough for the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And listen, the offensive line has to do their job, but a really good job by the running back understanding where his hole is. Go hit it, get the first down, don't mess around. Nice job following his hole, getting positive yards.
To the air on first down. The throw. The short hands, it's Bolden. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Grabbed in the backfield, it's Jennings. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
Great play by the cornerback. He was just way too physical at the point of attack. He beat his man trying to block him, and he tackled that receiver on the screen.
They'll throw on 3rd and short. Fires left. He's got an open man. Ripping through the defense and getting it all the way down to the 24-yard line.
And the QB just makes it look easy. Drop back, surveys the field, makes the correct decision, throws the ball where his receiver can catch it, doesn't put it in harm's way. That's a really good quarterback making it look easy.
The Golden Eagles have this offense rolling. He wants to throw it again. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover.
And that is exactly how you draw it up. You get to the quarterback, but you get the football. You hit him, you try to rake it out. Great job by the defense. Getting the sack, getting the fumble.
The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
Here comes the option. He'll pitch it. And he doesn't find much running room. A short gain on the play.
Well, this defense knew coming into the game they were going to see the option, and they didn't know exactly how it was going to look specifically. They've seen it a few times early in this game. They've given up some yards, but it looks like they're clamping down on it now, guys, and we know they've got speed. They can go sideline to sideline. Really nice job that time. Getting hats over to the football, getting to the pitch man in the perimeter of the field, and getting him down on the ground.
Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down into 38. It'll be first down.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2 possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead. They know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
He's got it. Guided out of bounds at the 22. A good play for this offense as they are threatening to score. And the Golden Gophers will line it up on 1st and 10. Making side adjustments here. Back to pass. It's Lindsey. Under fire. And he's left with no option but to throw it away.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throwaway.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Oh, they're after him. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. Quite a bit of work to do on 3rd down from the 23, and this D would love to force a field goal try. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires deep toward the end zone. Touchdown, Golden Gophers! Snagged in the end zone to give them 6.
That's number 2 on the day, having a day. I mean, you know he's going to catch the football, and you know he's going to make plays after he catches. Those are the kind of guys that you feature, and you find them, and they produce like this, you keep finding them.
And now they'll empty the backfield for the 2-point try. Rushes on him. Trying to get it away, and he cannot. The quarterback is sacked, and so is the 2-point conversion attempt. Coming out with it, it's Johnson. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. BC has the ball back, hoping for a party in the mods. And after that last turnover, David, prime example, sometimes the harder you try, the worse it gets.
And it just puts you behind the 8 ball. I mean, this offense has to do something, put it together. The kind of deficit, Palmer, you need some mojo. Something needs to go your way.
At this point of the game, they've got to score touchdowns every time they have possession.
Right back to the well. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks.
And Yeah, that's kind of surprising. We talked about this before the game. One of the big matchups. Run the football against a defense that's been susceptible against the run throughout the season. But this offense just can't find a way to get it going. And I'm surprised, but now what's your counterpunch? How are you going to get the ground game going? Because so far, not a lot of success.
No fair catches here, looking for room. A big, explosive play by this offense, and if you want to control the fourth quarter, might as well go in with momentum like that. That's going to do it for the quarter, and Minnesota has the lead here. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. So first down, we'll open up the final period. Quarterback making adjustments. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Fires on the move. Connection to the right. Touchdown, Minnesota! And the pummeling has started. They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their fourth straight win.
And this offense continuing to put up points. This game's out of reach. You know you're going to win, but still throwing the football, still finding that connection. I imagine there'll be some salty handshakes at the end of this game.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Little touch pass to the receiver. Shoots his way for more. Just wanted to find a little space to run and ekes out some to get it up to the 21.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately...
Oh, he's got some space. Gets away from one, finds some space. He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets it to midfield. Now they'll try to cash in this drive. 1st and 10 from the 50. Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the big fella. Some really tough running there. Gets him to the 45-yard line.
And this offense just hasn't found a way to kind of open it up. Like, they haven't found those explosive plays. It feels like the defense is kind of strangling them and staying really close to the line of scrimmage because of their lack of their big play ability over the top. This offense has to dial something up.
Making a little bit of progress there. He gets it to the 40 before getting out of bounds. Wants to throw on first down. Strong pass rush, gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
Man, I'll tell you what, this guy's making a name for himself. 2 sacks last week. He's got 2 today already. He is terrorizing quarterbacks.
And the Golden Eagles trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Got a man, it's Jennings. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
Well, here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
Hey, that's a great job executing the drag route. You just bring the big fella across the formation, wait for him to come open. The quarterback does a good job seeing him, finds him in the hole, hits him. Perfect job.
On 4th down, looking for the completion. Complete, out of the backfield, looking for the sticks. He is stopped short, and they'll turn it over on downs. Just a crushing blow at this point in the game. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. Still on his feet at the 45. Ridden out of bounds at the 45. A big play for this offense.
And he finally breaks one. They get rewarded. They've been trying to run the football, Palmer, but just haven't had success all day.
Yeah, and the staff never gave up on him, too, right? They kept giving him opportunities, and maybe that's the run that starts to open things up here later in this game for this guy.
Just a hair too much on it from this big-armed sophomore quarterback.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on first down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
Wants to adjust the pattern. Right back to the air on 2nd and 10. Finds his man. It's Coleman. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. The Golden Gophers come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. Wants to throw on 3rd. Snagged in the middle. It's Coleman. They are on the move as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 28. And the Golden Gophers are marching down the field. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. And this one will be stopped for no gain. The officials stop the clock for the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is that much closer to victory. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. He'll take a shot. And the DB right with him to knock it away.
Then how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
It's a makeable field goal from the 29-yard line. Let's see how aggressive they are on 3rd and long. Complete to the right.
This is exactly why 3rd down is practiced every single day. 3rd and short, 3rd and medium, 3rd and long. It's money down for a reason. You got to lock in. Great success by the offense so far on 3rd down.
The Golden Gophers with the 1st and 10. Trying to cap this drive with a pass. Tosses it incomplete.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
Looking to throw again. Caught over the middle. It's Coleman. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike.
And there's no mercy rule in college football. They've got a huge lead here in the 4th quarter, and they're still staying aggressive. They're still throwing the football, going out and executing, working on their craft. They've got bigger fish coming up down the road, bigger games. So you got to keep sharpening the tools, and that's what you're seeing here in the 4th quarter.
Serious arm strength on that 3rd down pass, but it's incomplete. And on 4th down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. Absolutely perfect. And now the lead is extended a little further. That lead just keeps getting fatter, and this kickoff team doing a little running. What kind of field position can he help them with on the return? Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. BC has it back, and the Eagle offense returns to the field. This offense has pretty much been stuck in the mud the entire game. It's been a frustrating performance, Jesse.
Yeah, and listen, you can't be hanging your head just yet. This game's not over. This coaching staff is still evaluating their players. So if you're on the field right now, you've got to finish this game. You've got to try to prove something to them.
Well, the game is over, to be clear. They're not coming back. But I hear what you're saying. Keep fighting. Keep showing your coaches it matters, and maybe find something positive here late that you can build on for the weeks to come.
I'll tell you, QBs and receivers, they practice these out routes all week long, and you've got to anticipate. You've got to be comfortable throwing it before he gets out of his break, and they executed it perfectly right there to pick up that first.
A sensational grab down the field there as they try to at least put a positive spin on the end of this game. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. One big play and you go from a little backed up to threatening. It's 1st and 10 from the 40. Looking to throw on 1st down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Harris. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play. They'll immediately call timeout.
Great job by the offense. Listen, if the defense is going to sit back in zone, you know what you got to do. Run those crossers across the formation. Those guys that are looking at the quarterback, they're not trying to pick up receivers all the time. Make those precise throws, right in those holes, get those first downs, get those big chunks.
And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? After the incompletion, they go back up top. They're working that left side. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
And this game is obviously out of hand. And I think the fans would argue, too, at this point, like, all right, well, let's not throw checkdowns, right? Let's throw some deep balls and continue to open up this offense and keep fighting. I think that's what you want to see. You want to see your squad not quit. Keep fighting until the very end of the football game.
Fakes the grab. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down.
And this offense is going to have to find more explosive plays. And it can't just rely on the dink and dunk. It's going to have to find itself and score more points. Listen, they got beat up today. But moving on in the future, they've got some good pieces. They got to find a way to fit them together, create some explosive plays on this offense, because today they've been lacking.
Trying to keep the drive alive. He will not pick up the first down. The desperation play, and that one might have sealed their fate. The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. Now the chance to take a knee and just put the finishing touches on this victory.
Yeah, this offense has done their job, man. They've been so productive, built the lead. Listen, their defense has pulled their weight as well. But now, Jesse, you get to exhale, you get to breathe, and you know we got the W, and we played well.
And we got to think about where we're taking our girlfriend and parents for dinner, right? What side are we ordering with